Hello once again folks, it's Wrestling Showdown here on the W3L network, and we are racing towards Remedy, our first major event of 2018. It goes down in Edinburgh February 24th, but that's not the only event we've got that weekend. As I'm sure you know, the day before the Friday we're going to be up in Oban, and then on the Sunday it's all the Remedy Fallout in Buckhaven. So that's 3 awesome live events heading your way. I've already revealed some of the matches you'll be seeing at Remedy. I will mention them again a little later on. But first of all, you've just seen footage of the post-match attack that Kevin Williams suffered at the hands of former tag team champions Prince Asad and Saqib Ali. Asad and Ali are desperate to get that rematch they feel they deserve for the tag team championship. And obviously attacking Kevin Williams was their way of trying to climb the ladder of contention. They walked off with one of the tag team championship belts, and they are hoping this angers Williams and Jason Reed enough to grant them that match. As you know, however, Asad and Ali have to wait their turn because it's the contingency plan getting the tag team championship match first coming up at Remedy. However, Asad and Ali are going to be in action right now here on Wrestling Showdown, proving that while they may no longer be the champions, their skills as a tag team have not been eroded. They've got to take on a new tag team here in W3L, consisting of one man you'll be familiar with, one man you won't. They are the team of Kaiden King and Benedict Thatcher. Can this new pairing overcome the odds and defeat the former tag team champions? Or are Asad and Ali going to prove conclusively why they deserve that tag team championship rematch? Let's all find out by heading down to ringside for this week's tag team match.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is going to be a tag team contest scheduled for one fall. Introducing first of all, representing Pakistan, a combined weight of 360 pounds, they are former W3L tag team champions Prince Asad and Saqib Ali. And beating their opponents, they are from Falthouse and Livingston respectively, a combined weight of 365 pounds, the team of Kaiden and Thatcher!
Ladies and gentlemen, this is Joe Fordyce here with you on Wrestling Showdown. We've got 2 men who made their presence felt unexpectedly last week, that being the former tag team champions Prince Asad and Saqib Ali. To the right hand side of your screen, they of course attacked Kevin Williams, currently one half of the tag team champions, after his hard fought match against the very good Mr. Ewan G. Mackey. This is just their continuation of their attempts, their plan to try and get the tag team championship back around their waist. Twice now we have seen them walk off with the tag team championship belt, because Prince Asad did that very thing back in January when he actually defeated Kevin Williams. Walked off with his tag belt, and Asad and Ali immediately attacking their opponents, Kaiden King and Benedict Thatcher. Of course, this is not the first time that Kaiden King has encountered Asad and Ali in tag team action. It was back in October of last year. Asad and Ali, tag team champions at the time, defended against Kaiden King and Danny Boy Rogers successfully for them. As Asad gets flung to the floor by Benedict Thatcher, but Saqib Ali cuts him off with that double axe handle to the back. The referee really needs to get some control here, but I guess it's broken down to 1 against 1, which is what you want in a tag team contest. Keep your respective partners on the ring apron. Benedict Thatcher doing some great athleticism. Ali blocked the hip toss as Thatcher has, and he reverses it and goes in for the first pinfall attempt of the match. Now, of course, no tag team championship on the line in this contest, but Asad and Ali determined to get those belts back. King and Thatcher would like to get themselves in position to challenge for the tag titles. And of course, in a couple of weeks at Remedy, the tag situation will be determined. Will it be Reed and Williams retaining? As Ali takes a spinning heel kick, and again Benedict Thatcher not waiting around. Will the contingency plan be walking away from Remedy with the belts round their waists? We'll find out at Remedy. And of course, both of these teams would like to position themselves as potential challengers for whoever wins. Sliding form by Benedict Thatcher. Kaiden King, you've definitely seen before. Showing off some great athleticism there, just balancing on the turnbuckles and drives the kick into Saqib Ali. Doesn't quite put him away, and you see runs across and makes the tag to Prince Asad. Back in January, Kaiden King defeated Luke Aldridge here on Showdown. He may be about to do the same with Asad and Ali. He's taking the advantage here. And leg drops Prince Asad, which nets him a count of 2. And King and Thatcher really need to keep the offensive going, keep their man in their corner, because they lack tag team experience. Certainly giving up a fair bit of that to the former champions, so to prevent them from being able to tag, because you know that Asad and Ali are going to cheat. That's all they've done in their tag title reign. I mean, they had to cheat to beat Kaiden King and Danny Boy Rogers to retain the tag titles. And of course, things didn't quite go their way back at Resolution last year when they lost the tag championships to Johnny Storm and Jody Fleisch. And since that time, Asad and Ali have been determined to get back in the winning ways, become tag team champs again. And they've targeted Kevin Williams. And you see Benedict Thatcher got attacked from behind, the inexperience showing there. Didn't see the blind tag, took his eyes off Saqib Ali. Benedict Thatcher's been wrestling just a little over 1 year. It's August of 2016 that he debuted. But he's already shown to have a wealth of potential. And it's hard to believe that he's only 16 years old. This is like a man at least 10 years older than that. Certainly like a man with 10 years more experience than that. So he's still young, but he's only going to get better. You see Prince Asad. Looked like he was going to come and cheat there, but the referee just keeping his eye. He knows what Asad and Ali are like. And now, poor Benedict Thatcher and double teamed in the corner, getting choked by both men at once. And they were an effective tag team, Asad and Ali, as the champions. Again, they managed to break and bend every rule, but they've got a good fluidity, which is what you want as a regular tag team. Again, they would love to be the ones taking the tag belts, but Reed and Williams, hang on for the cover there. Reed and Williams have got to defend against the contingency plan at Remedy. One of those teams will walk away as the tag team champions. Or will it be Asad and Ali challenging them? It's definitely what they want. Benedict Thatcher caught in that chin lock. Crowd getting behind him. He's willing him to get back to his feet, which he has done. He really needs to get across and tag Kaiden King if he can. Ducks that clothesline, but gets drop kicked for his trouble. Prince Asad folds him in half almost. Doesn't quite get the pin though. Asad has just slightly less than 2 years extra experience over Benedict Thatcher. It's actually Saqib Ali who's got the most experience. In 2010 he debuted, so he's been a really good man for Prince Asad to learn from. And Ali wrestles up and down the country a lot, so that's why he's not always here quite as much as some of the other members of the W3L roster. And he's wrestling all different people, all different places, so it's benefiting him, and by proxy it benefits Asad as well. And this has helped to make them such a dangerous pair of opponents. So another tag. Got their man isolated in the corner, which is really what Thatcher and King need to do to try and get one of their opponents in their corner, but of course saying it and doing it are two completely different things. Former champs just able to take their time now I think they maybe slightly underestimate Benedict Thatcher. See, he keeps firing back whenever he can, whenever he gets an opportunity. Just trying to clear some space and head across to Kaiden King. Catches him with a sunset flip, it looks like. Nets him a 2, and Thatcher rolls backwards at the wrong corner. And it's that inexperience showing. The sunset flip took him near his own man, near Kaiden King. But as he rolled out of it, he went backward and ended up in the wrong side of town again. There's the cover. But Thatcher not going in with a fight. Again, there's a wealth of potential. He's had some strong matches, strong victories in his short career. This is actually his W3L debut. So the first I've seen him here in Wrestling Showdown. Kaiden King you have seen a few times before, as I'm sure you're aware. And he's been part of some live events, not always appearing here on Showdown, but he's been here on some of the live W3L events. You may have seen him there as well. So it'd be great for the pair of them to establish themselves as a dominant tag team. See again, Prince Asad just holding on, and rams Thatcher right back at the corner. He charges under him this time, but Asad's grabbed an ankle. So he tried going over, didn't work, so he went under. And Asad arguing with the crowd and gets kicked right in the ear. This is Benedict Thatcher's best chance. He is at the wrong side of the ring, however. He's going to have to cross over Asad to get to Kaiden King. And I'm expecting that King's going to explode in the ring. And you remember that back in January, when he defeated Luke Aldridge, he injured his knee in the process. I believe it's alright now, it was nothing serious. He's alright, but we'll see how that holds up when he gets the tag, and it looks like it could be now. His tag Saqib Ali, and now in comes Kaiden King as well. And he crashes through Saqib Ali. These men have fought before, albeit not in W3L, however. They have fought in other places, and of course we've met in singles and tags and organisations. And drops him down, dabbing elbow drop it looked like. Kaiden King's got a certain little cheekiness about him that the crowd always seem to enjoy. There's a bit of a fun-loving streak, but of course can be deadly serious, as that dropkick just proved. It's nearly knocks Saqib Ali's lungs out his chest. And Asad thankfully made the cover, because I'm not sure Ali would have kicked out of that. Reverse neckbreaker drops down Kaiden King. Benedict Thatcher in the middle rope, but Asad hasn't seen him. He has now, and now he gets drop kicked. And this match is disintegrated. I'm pretty sure the referee's lost control as to who the actual legal man is. And Benedict Thatcher gets stomped head first into the canvas. But Kaiden King with the roll up. This could end it. Saqib Ali was caught napping. And there's the big Superman punch Kaiden King likes to employ. So he goes straight for the cover again. Oh, and Prince Asad pulling at the referee, breaking the count up, and now claiming innocence, saying it wasn't him. Saying it was a member of the crowd. But Kaiden King needs to watch what he's doing. Ali's waiting for him. Oh, and puts him squarely in the face. Saqib Ali has got him hooked up. Referee's in position and counts to 3. Saqib Ali and Prince Asad have got the victory over Kaiden King and Benedict Thatcher.
Ladies and gentlemen, the winners of the match, Prince Asad and Saqib Ali.
That victory by Prince Asad and Saqib Ali surely puts me in the firing line for a future tag team championship match. But who are they going to be facing? Will it be the current champions, Jason Weed and Kevin Williams, or will it be the contingency plan? Because I mentioned at Remedy, Saturday 24th of February, it's the contingency plan that are challenging Reed and Williams for the championship in question. Now, speaking of Remedy, I can reveal another match to you. Recently signed, ladies and gentlemen, we'll be seeing, making his official W3L debut, the tallest professional wrestler in Scotland, the 7 foot tall Mikey ratings, is coming to W3L, and he intends to make an impact at Remedy. He will be facing a man who you are familiar with, a former tag team champion. He's going to be in action next week here on Showdown as well. He is the one and only Big Dave Jeremy. Now, Ratings and Jeremy have collided in other organisations. This is going to be the first time they've met here in W3L. It happens at Remedy. Will Ratings' debut be a success, or is Jeremy going to prove himself to be a strong singles competitor here in 2018? The only way you're going to find out is by being at Remedy in Edinburgh on February the 24th. And of course, Ratings versus Jeremy. Regan Williams against the contingency plan. Those matches join the previously announced contests of Luke Aldridge take on the fourth dimensional warrior Vortex. They also join tenacious Johnny Lyons and Mike Musso in that grudge match stemming from events that happened right here on Showdown. And of course the main event, the Resolution rematch. It's the Hall of Famer, the Rock and Roll Express, Blondie Barrett, defending his W3L Heavyweight Championship against former champions James Scott and Nathan Reynolds in triple threat action. That is a quintet of awesome matches. That's going to be an amazing card. Make sure you are there. But don't just join us in Edinburgh. Join us up in Oban the day before. We're filming matches for here on Showdown. Buckhaven on the Sunday. Again, we're filming matches for here on Showdown. It's all the Remedy Fallout. 3 amazing live events coming up at the end of February. To get your tickets, head to our website, w3lwrestling.com. Get them there. Have a look around the site. Then make sure you like us on Facebook. Give us a follow on Twitter. We're on Instagram as well. Make sure you subscribe to this channel, because one button click and you'll be notified every time a video gets uploaded to the W3L network. Stay tuned to our social media platforms. Find out what's happening in W3L as it happens. And join me back here in 7 days' time on Wrestling Showdown, because the Wrestling Showdown Championship Tournament will continue. It's going to be Big Dave Jeremy taking on Dickie Divers. You don't want to miss that. Come back here 7 days' time for more fantastic Wrestling Showdown.